Yo, what up guys, it's your boy. We are back with another video, and in this video we're going to be talking about the best Fortnite competitive settings for Season 7. This video is aimed to make you get every competitive advantage you can, and it's made to help you get more wins. So if you guys are interested, feel free to like, comment, subscribe and share this video around, and yeah, let's get on with the video.
Let go of everything.
Alright, so we're going to start off with the video page. First of all, windowed mode. We're going to keep that on full screen, because when we change it to windowed full screen or windowed, that forces VSync by Windows. So you want to just keep that on full screen, no questions needed. Just full screen that bitch. Display resolution, you want to keep this on 1920 by 1080 unless you play like stretch or something like that. Frame rate limit, that's personal preference, you know. If you're receiving like FPS issues, try and cap it at like minimum 120, because when you cap it at 60 you get screen tearing. So minimum 120, and if you're not receiving any FPS issues, just drop it up it to unlimited. It's pretty good. Doesn't make a big difference, but it helps. The biggest difference probably would be the windowed mode full screen, because that does give you forced VSync by Windows when you don't have it on full screen. 3D resolution 100%. However, the only time you would want to lower this is if you're receiving a little bit of FPS issues. So you maybe like put it to about like 75, but never like do it if you're not having severe FPS issues, you know. View distance, I put mine on far, but from my experience playing, there's not much of a difference when you put on epic or near or medium. You see like these only affect like small things at longer distances, like plants on the floor and stuff like that. So if you guys are OCD or something, or you guys really want to see the plants, put on epic. If you guys aren't bothered, put it on far or near. I just prefer it on far, just because, you know. Shadows, you want to turn that off. This makes your game darker. It limits visibility. Dude, it's crazy. Just turn that off. When you turn it off, everything's a lot brighter. You're not affected by like the darkness. Anti-aliasing and textures, well, you can have it on off and low, but I have mine on medium, because off and low makes things look a lot more grainy, and I just don't like that. But there's no actual difference that I've noticed having it between medium and off. But high and epic, I've noticed a little bit of FPS drops, so I keep it on medium. But if you guys don't mind the grainy like texture it looks like, then you guys can have it on off and low. Effects and post-processing. Effects is like, you know, all the like RPG effects and stuff like that. I'm not bothered about that, you know, that just distracts me when I'm playing my game, so I keep that on low. But if you guys like it and you guys like aren't really trying to play competitively, you guys just want to play for fun, you know, have everything on epic, then, you know, go ahead. Put that on like high or epic. Post-processing, you want to have this low. This literally this eats your FPS like a buffet, bro. Turn this off. This literally, it eats your FPS but makes things look better. Like, it makes chests look more gold, and like, it doesn't matter, just turn that off. VSync, no explanation, you want that off. That caps FPS at 60. Motion blur, you want that off. That makes things look like way more blurry when you're turning, and it makes everything like 20 times harder to see opponents. Like 200, not 20. Show FPS on, that's just to like help you monitor like your FPS in different situations. You see it like on the screen right here, and you see it in game as well. Second page, you want to put your language on whatever language you are. I'm English, so I put it on English, yeah. Matchmaking region, whatever one you are, don't put on auto, because there's sometimes where it's automatically switched me to other servers because it's had lower ping. I don't know how, but yeah, always put it on your actual server region, you know. Sensitivity, I'm not going to go in depth for that. I might make another video on that, but I would say just find the one you're at now. If it's too fast, lower it. If it's too slow, get used to it, unless it's too slow, because the lower sensitivity you have, the better, the more accurate you are. But if you want to, like, you can average it out. You will find the balance after you keep changing it, and then when you find the good balance, just stick to it, you know. That's the same with mouse targeting sensitivity and mouse scope sensitivity. Scroll down for a bit. My HUD scale's 1. I don't really fuck with that. I'm not bothered about that. Peripheral lighting. If you guys have a RGB keyboard or anything like that, turn this off, because Fortnite will mess with it. Like, when you have it on, I've noticed that it, like, my keyboard will randomly change color when I'm opening Fortnite, and it gets confusing. So yeah, I turned that off. I only learned that today actually. So yeah. Toggle sprint, yeah, just turn that off. That's no need to have toggles. Who does that? You know, you have auto run. Sprint by default, well, this is preference. I have this on so that I can spare the left shift key, because like it's just easier, because I'm always running anyway. So instead of using another finger to, like, you know, run, I can just use the same finger I would have done anyway. So I'm using one left finger, and you guys can like bind the bind that this was on to something else. Sprint cancels reloading off. Tap to search. I have this on because I find it easier just to tap it than to hold it. Because in like certain situations, you might be like, let's just say you're ready to like pop something instantly after you like, you know, open a chest or something. You need to pop like a mini straight after. You can you just tap it. You don't have to like hold it. So it's just like it's just faster, you know. Toggle targeting off. Reset building choice off. Aim assist off. You know, we're not on console. Edit mode aim assist, the same thing. This is for console, it doesn't matter. I can turn this off. Turbo building, you just want this on. You just want to keep this on, bro. This literally builds around 22 walls in 1 second or something like that. It's something insane like that that we are humanly not possible to do. So I would say keep that on unless you're insane, you know, unless you're actually a god. Auto material chain, same thing. It just helps you in situations where you're not focusing on your materials and you run out like in the middle of a fight, and then it automatically switches instead of like literally stop making you build, you know. So keep that on. Control auto runs, not for us. Auto open doors, yeah, turn that off, because this, like, let's say you're behind the door, you're pre-holding an angle or something, and then the door opens, you know, you die, you know, you don't want that shit. Auto pick up weapons is the same thing, you know, that's off. Auto sort consumables to the right, I have this on because I like to have my consumables to the right, because I normally have like my loadout of like 3 weapons and then like 2 utility items, so like a medkit and minis, or like, I don't know, grappler and minis, you know, or something like that. And the fact that it automatically puts it to the right makes things a lot easier when looting. So like if I pick up a shotgun and a medkit and I already have an AR, and I pick up the medkit first, I know that the shotgun's going to be the second gun I have, you know, so I don't have to worry about pressing the medkit, which would have been second, you know. Builder Pro, that's not for us. Controller Edit, that's not for us. These I don't really know about these. I don't pay attention to these, you know. So yeah, brightness, I'm on 67%. I like my game being a little bit brighter than usual. I just prefer it, to be honest. I don't like when I can't see things like in far distances. So that's that. Music volume, dude, I hate the music in this game, so I put that on 0. Sound effects, I change this depending on like how the game's going. So like if I have people that are allowed on Discord, I will up this sound and then lower the Discord or something, or same with the in-game volume. And if it's too loud and I'm just like listening to people who are too quiet, then I'll lower the game volume. Subtitles, I think this is just for like the cinematics, that doesn't matter. Depends on what you prefer, to be honest. Quality, I've not seen a difference at all with this, so I just keep it on high, because, you know, if I don't see a difference, then I might as well put it on the highest. Rest is, you know, just what you want, to be honest. Well, loud background audio, I turn this off, because like I said, the audio in this game annoys me. Like if I'm spectating someone and I tab out, I can still hear shit, so I like to turn it off because it's very annoying. I'm not colorblind, so let's skip this one. But if you are, then you can change it to whatever suits your boot. And keybinds. So I have weird keybinds, I think. I feel like I do. I'm not sure. But let's just go through them. WASD to move. Spacebar to jump around. But we also have a mouse wheel down. You can put the mouse wheel down. That's for bunny hops, if anyone doesn't know about that. So you mouse wheel down as you're about to land, and it does a bunny hop for you. Sprint, I have none of them down because I have sprint by default on. Auto run, I just have that on J. Yeah, just because I didn't want it to be on numlock. Well, it is on numlock as second bind, but I just couldn't bother to press that much, I'm not gonna lie. Crouch, left control, fire, left mouse button, target, right mouse button. That's ADSing, it should be, yeah. Reload, I use E for my, you know, use tool. My pickaxe is V, weapon slot 1, 2, 3, 4 is 1, 2, 3, 4. And weapon slot 5 is X. That's just because I like pressing it with my thumb or my pointing finger, my index finger, you know. Place marker is middle mouse button. That's just easier for me because, you know, why not? Crouch while building, left control. Wall is my thumb mouse button closest to my finger. And then my stairs is my thumb mouse button furthest from my thumb. Sorry. So the wall is closest to me with my thumb, and the stairs is furthest from me with my thumb. My floor is Q and my roof is C, and my trap is T. This is just because I just like it on T, you know. Place buildings, left mouse button. Repair and upgrades, H and R. These are all just like random. These are ones that just feel nice next to my fingers. This all should be personal preference to you guys. Everyone's settings should suit them. You know, don't copy other people's settings. Just maybe if you're new to the game and you're new to like PC or something, copy someone's like settings just to get the feel for it, and then adjust them to your liking. You know. Now here's where it gets a little bit different. Okay, so reset building edit and building edit. I have to right mouse button and F. But my actual building edit is F. But what I do is, you see here, I have mouse wheel up for both. And I'm going to be making another video on this. But this basically means that when I edit a window or something, and I just mouse wheel up, it will automatically reset the building edit. Building edit it and then reset the building edit. So that it automatically, like, if I build a window and then mouse wheel up, it will just close off the window instantly. So it's like, you can do a lot more edit plays with it and stuff like that. So that's why I prefer it like that. But I'll be making a more in-depth video on that. All of these binds, I think these are vehicle ones, yeah. I haven't really changed them, so that should all be like the same for you guys. Yep, I have my emote on G, because I changed it from B, because I would always misclick it in game. I fat finger a lot. Yeah, I know, I'm trash. These are all the same as default. Push to talk is Y. I don't know if that's the same, but yeah, that's Y. These are, yeah, console players. Builder Pro, I heard, was the best one. Yeah, should be. And yeah, so if you guys liked the video, these would be the best settings, and yeah, please share the video around, and have a nice day. Peace.